J. Cole is an artist who is synonymous with silence. Actually, silence might be too general of a way to describe it. J. Cole is an artist who is known to occasionally fall off the face of the earth into a deep dark abyss who shows his face either to drop music or to promote shoes. There, fixed it. Just a tweet from him causes uproar. Throughout all of last year, Cole tweeted just 15 times in total. 4 of those tweets were to promote his shoes. We go months on end without even knowing if he's alive, and then boom, some form of life appears. Sometimes it's a tweet. Sometimes it's an Instagram post. Even more rarely, sometimes it's a song. It makes sense since he is a quote-unquote conscious rapper, and they're known to just disappear. Just look at Kendrick Lamar's hiatus. But what Kendrick doesn't have is the looming threat of retirement hanging over the heads of all his diligent fans. From the looks of it, Cole seems to have his retirement plans set and ready to execute, which shouldn't really be a surprise as he's only been talking about retirement since 2016.
How the fuck do I look when I brag to you about some diamond? Said all that I could say, now I play with thoughts of retirement.
After giving the rap world his talents for a decade plus and rose to respected MC territory in hip hop, he just wants to call it quits and hang up the mic. He struggled with his passion for rap in the past and has voiced it through several vessels, but it seems his passion is back and in full force. So why stop here? Cole's raps have only grown finer as the clock ticks, and it's apparent in his last offerings, the Lewis Street EP, the first 2 songs from the Falloff. 2 songs where Cole's flows are relentless. His heart rests on his sleeve through the lyrics and subject matter, yet there's passion behind each word on the climb back. His pen was sharper. Cole was bobbing and weaving through the menacing beat, delivering complex internal rhyme schemes, thoughtful punchlines, and paired it with a story full of gems only life's experience reveals. On the climb back, Cole steps back in time to the perspective of his younger self, but still has the fire of his older soul. Right alongside that was an infectious chorus sitting on trunk-rattling 808s. According to Jermaine, these are the first 2 songs from the Falloff. However, 5 years prior, Cole dropped 2 songs just to not include them on the album he released 4 days later. So, who's to say those songs will even make the album? While the songs and a lot of other factors are still up in the air, here's what we do know. The Falloff hype began in 2018 with one track, 1985. A track where J. Cole calls out Lil Pump and lyrically telegraphed his career's trajectory. While he hasn't made it to Love and Hip Hop yet, we also haven't hit the 5-year window Cole placed on his career. After 3, things look like he'll end up on Real Republicans of Rodeo instead, but I'll give Mr. Pimp the benefit of the doubt. Since then, Cole started his massive feature run and flexed his rapping skills over several tracks, stretching a multitude of genres. Usually Cole keeps his talents to himself. I mean, J. Cole has heard Platinum with no features so much, he's tired of it. His most acclaimed work, 2014 Forest Hills Drive, has a features list consisting of, nobody except Cole. 2 years later, with For Your Eyes Only, it's just Jermaine again. There's some uncredited Ari Lennox vocals on Change, but she's in the Dreamville camp and also not a rapper. 2 years after that, Cole finally has a feature in the form of Kill Edward, which is just him singing with his vocals pitched down, so again, Cole secures another platinum plaque without recruiting any outside help. There hasn't been a Cole album with outside features since 2013's Born Sinner. But let's fast forward to 2018. 2018 and 2019 was one of Cole's most versatile yet. Never would I have thought the day would come that I see Trap J. Cole, but he managed to lay an impressive verse on Moneybagg Yo's Say Nah. Cole also tapped back into his R&B roots and gave us the Grammy-nominated Pretty Little Fears, but was still able to switch gears and gave us a stream of unfiltered consciousness on family and loyalty. Every verse he dished out during this run was fresh out of the oven and memorable, bar for bar. Every word he pens is worth a 2005 Honda Civic, so I expect quality. The feature run started due to an inner revelation Cole had. He didn't want to look back at his career and have any regrets on who he was able to collaborate with during his career. Once he hangs up the mic, he doesn't want the past to still hold heavy real estate in his mind. I don't blame him for wanting a peaceful ending to his career. It's just haunting hearing him further vocalize his retirement plans. On his way out, he wants no stone unturned. After Cole finished his feature run and got back to the album, he played this promo clip hinting the fall off would come 2020.
There is only one answer, one true unifier to heal our country. Make your voice heard. Vote for the fall off.
With our 2020 hindsight, we found this claim to be false. 2020 saw J. Cole go more silent than he has in previous years. He only poked his dreadhead out to release the Lewis Street 2-pack and respond to an unnamed rapper. Other than that, the only release date we got from Cole was for a new iteration of his signature shoe line with Puma. This leads us here, to this list he posted on Instagram at the very end of 2020. It looks to be a checklist of goals J. Cole looks to accomplish before he hangs up his jersey. The list goes features, ROTD 3, the off-season, It's a Boy, and finally, the fall off. 2 out of those 5 components, features and ROTD 3, are already crossed out, showing Cole has completed them. And he has. The feature run he embarked on met its end with his verse on Family and Loyalty. And of course, ROTD stands for Revenge of the Dreamers 3, his 2019 collaborative album with his Dreamville collective. We already know what the fall off is, so what's the off season and whose child is this? At first glance, It's a Boy looks like somebody is welcoming a son into this earth, and J. Cole has some lines off of Revenge of the Dreamers 3 to support these claims.
Hugging the block, okay. She gave me the gift for my son, and plus we got one on the way.
Of course, J. Cole has a son on the way. Only one problem with that. This bar came to us July 5th of 2019. Since it's not crossed off, one would assume it has yet to be fulfilled, meaning J. Cole's wife would still have to be pregnant. Almost 2 years later. So since we can toss that theory into the trash, what is It's a Boy? My only theory could be it's a Kill Edward project. Cole hinted several times a Kill Edward project is on the way. The name itself, Kill Edward, was inspired by Cole's want to kill off the traits he inherited from his father, so it falls in line with the family theme. Since Kill Edward represents the father, it's possible It's a Boy represents the offspring, which would be J. Cole. Maybe this project will dive deeper into how the role of his father impacted who Cole is as a person, a man, and as a father to his own. It's a Boy could also mean he's having a third son and I'm just overthinking it, so there's that. The off-season, on the other hand, looks to be another mixtape that sets the stage for his upcoming studio album. In the past, Cole has teased a sequel to one of his early mixtapes that laid the foundation to his career, but that was 8 years ago. Albums, EPs, and of course mixtapes take plenty of time to produce though. In this interview, Cole even showed that he's been working on the fall off since 2016, a whole 5 years ago.
Oh,
Because you kind of teased
I'm gonna drop
that,
more music for sure.
but it's not an album?
The album that I was talking about, you talking about the fall off?
Yes.
That's that probably won't come for another year. I've
Okay.
been working on it though for like a year and a half. The False Prophets was supposed to be on the fall off. Everybody Dies in False Prophets that I put out before For Your Eyes Only were songs from the fall off.
So as you can see, a mixtape has been on his mind for years now, and it's only right to pay homage to what led to his come up on his fall off. Why the name The Fall Off though? It sounds depressing, like an athlete on the tail end of their career. Exactly. The name The Fall Off looks to be a nod to his basketball-inspired mixtape series, which also served as a metaphor for his career. Same way his adolescent self thought he was good enough for a spot on his high school basketball team is the same way he thought a major label would have recruited his talents by the time his 4 years were up at St. John's University. His debut, The Sideline Story, has the same duality. On the album's cover, he's seated on a bench just waiting to get into the game. Whether it be the rap game or basketball, Cole wanted to get in and leave his mark. There were plenty of obstacles life deposited in his path he discussed on the album that placed him on those sidelines. Knowing your skills are there, but an outside factor you lack control over is keeping you pinned down. Both basketball and music were heavy passions in Cole's life and ultimately led him to a crossroads. Yeah, we obviously know which vice won the war, but the battle rages on as Cole is still very present in the basketball world. The fall off represents Cole coming full circle. He came up, he warmed up, he blew up, and now he meets a bitter fall off. Personally, I think the fall off is the retirement of the basketball themes and not J. Cole himself. Rap is an art that isn't hindered by age and physical ability. Rap is something that grows with the artist and follows them along their path in life. How many rap songs do we have where the rapper mentions how having a kid changed them, or another life-altering event like marriage, or the loss of a loved one shook up their lives? Rap is creative expression. It's an outlet for emotions that, if kept bottled up, would cause psychological strain. Same reason someone journals their feelings is the same reason why a rapper rhymes. Life keeps going on, filling us with experiences that serves as inspiration to an artist to let loose in whatever field they desire. For an artist as passionate as J. Cole, it's painstaking to see him step away from it. Rap is like a drug. It's so potent, even a single dose can get you hooked for life. How many rappers have said they're retiring, then bounce right back like nothing ever happened? After a few months of isolation, the passion comes back. For Cole, I hope his passion will bring him back to the mic. Even if Cole does fall off, he'll live on through his Dreamville Records, a collection of talent handpicked by yours truly. Cole said it himself, JID the closest thing to me. Although there is no shortage of talent and they're all creative in their own rights, they're just not germane. If this truly is the end of the Born Sinner, I can't say I'm ready for it, but time reveals all and time heals all. The young Simba ascended to the throne, and now to a higher purpose. Congrats, you made it to the end of the video. If you can bear with me this long, you'll probably like whatever video of mine the YouTube algorithm is recommending for you on your screen now. It's a banger, B. Subscribe, like, and comment so the channel can grow and be easy.